So we're going to need to create a function that's most likely going to end up to be a quadratic function. But first of all, start with a picture. There's these two identical rectangular enclosures. They share a common side. So if I take one big rectangle and cut it in half, then I've got two identical rectangles that share a common side. Let x be the width of the enclosure, so it doesn't really matter which side you call x. I'll say this is x, which then I know means that this is going to be x and this is going to be x. And then I need the other side, so I'm going to say that this side down here, the whole thing is y. Now, there's only 120 feet of material available, so that means if I find the perimeter, it has to equal 120. Well, the perimeter is going to have these three x's plus a y on this side and a y on the other side. So that means that 3 x's plus 2 y's is equal to 120. And then find a function for the area. Well, area is just, for a rectangle, is just one side times the other, so x times y. But if you look at that, it doesn't look like it's a parabola. It doesn't have an x squared in it. So something's going on. And the something is we need to get rid of this y. We need to substitute something for y. And that's why this equation was needed. So now for this one, solve for y. So 2y equals a negative 3x plus 120. Or if you divide, it's going to be, I guess instead of divide, I'll multiply by 1/2 and just leave it factored out, since the 1/2 won't divide into the 3. Okay, that's what y is equal to. Then take that and substitute it in for this y value over here. And we've got that the area as a function of x is x multiplied with a 1/2 and then negative 3x plus 120. And then I can take this 1/2 x and distribute it. So we'll have a negative 3/2 for the number there, and then an x times an x, so x squared. And then a 1/2 x times 120. Well, half of 120 is 60. So I'm going to end up with 60x. And then because of this, it's a parabola. And because of the negative, it's a parabola that's opening upside down. And so to maximize something is to find the vertex up here, which occurs when x is equal to negative b over 2a. So this is the a, here's the b. X is equal to negative b divided by 2 times a. And then I can even reduce it. The 2's are going to cancel, and the negatives are going to cancel. And so it's a 60 divided by 3x is equal to 20. And the units would be feet. Nearly done, but it also asks for, since it asks for the dimensions, I need to find the y value as well. And if I go back to this one, I've already solved for y, so I can use 20 for x in that expression. Y is equal to a half of negative 3 times what we got for x plus 120. So that's negative 60, and 120 is going to be 60, but then this cuts it in half, 30. So there are the dimensions. It should be 20 feet by 30 feet.